Hello everyone, and welcome to That Oil Show. I'm so glad that you're here. Today we're going to be talking about being gatekeepers of our homes. And what do we mean by that? What we mean is, like, we're not wanting chemicals and harsh chemicals and toxins and things. We don't want those in our homes, right? We don't want those things in our homes. So what do we have to do? We have to be informed consumers.
Absolutely.
And that was one of the things that I learned as soon as I started my Young Living journey. I began to learn about being a label reader. And I began to learn about ingredients that are often added into our personal care products, household cleaning products, that really is not the best choice for our families. And so really quick, I started ditching and switching to our Young Living products that are infused with our Young Living essential oils, that are plant-based, that have much better ingredients, and so I can feel more confident as the gatekeeper of my home in the choices that I'm making for personal care products, for household products. And thankfully our company Young Living has so many options and choices for us to be able to replace the other things that are not the best with something so much better. And so many of y'all might have started with the Thieves Loyalty Home Bundle and all the fabulous Thieves products, and you got on loyalty rewards, and now you're thinking, okay, where do I go from here? What else do I need to replace in my home? And you know, I think that is a very personal question. I think you have to look at what are your health goals and look at the things that you do have. Begin to read the labels of the products that are in your home, and then you can just begin to ditch and switch from there. The great thing about loyalty rewards is that it's a monthly wellness box that you get to customize every single month. And if your order is 50 PV, or for most products that equates to wholesale dollars, $1 wholesale dollar per 1 PV point. If it's 50 PV or more, you're getting back points on each of your own personal orders to spend on products that you need for your family. And so it's just the best bang for your buck, the biggest bang for your buck, loyalty rewards is, and you get much more value. You can get more things that you need into your home. And so for me personally, one of the first things that I ditched and switched was toothpaste. And sitting over here is our Thieves Aroma Bright toothpaste. Young Living has so many different Thieves toothpaste. They have a whitening toothpaste. They have Dentarome Plus and Dentarome. They have so many options. And but you know, pick one and get started with it, because you are able to replace, you know, most toothpaste out there have fluoride added, they have sodium lauryl sulfate in it, they have foaming agents that are not plant-based, not natural, and we want to replace that. So that was the first thing that I ditched and switched. How about y'all?
Yeah, probably the toothpaste was first, and then the shampoo for me would be second.
Me too.
So we did, I tried all of them because they have several different kinds. They have the lavender and the lavender mint and the vanilla, Copiva vanilla. And so I tried them all, and I really like the lavender mint the best for my hair. So that's one of the staples too.
And you know, some people, whenever they switch to all natural products, to plant-based products, it can be a tough switch sometimes. And especially with your hair, because you know, if you've gone decades using products that had harsh chemicals or just had so many ingredients to create buildup on your hair, you might experience when you first start using it, it's like, oh, this doesn't work the same. Well, it's not going to work the same. Give yourself some time to like detox your hair, like adjust and like get the other stuff off, and then you know, and then you can play with the different kinds. But
it's just a major transition to go from the foaming shampoo that, you know, because they all have those foaming agents in it, to the shampoo that doesn't foam up as much. But yeah, once you do that, once you figure all that out, it actually, my hair, I think, feels cleaner now. If ever, you know, the random time when I'm without my shampoo and I borrow somebody else's, I'm like, my hair doesn't feel clean. I think I can feel the chemicals. I'm like, this is not the same. It's just not the same.
Hey, Wendy, what's the leading cause of dry skin?
What?
Towels.
I'm Wendy.
And I'm Talia.
And this is the Science Highlight.
Did you know that your skin is your largest organ and acts like a big sponge? It absorbs everything that it comes into contact with, good and bad. What you put on your skin can make a big difference in your overall health over the course of your life.
Young Living's full line of personal care products, including skincare, bath and shower products, oral care, hair care, moisturizers, and hand soaps. They're free from toxins, sulfates, synthetic colorants, dyes, artificial fragrance, and preservatives.
These are just the products that we choose to use every day. Even with the most low-tox lifestyle, we are still exposed to many toxins in our day-to-day life. So we need to be conscious about the things that we voluntarily allow into our homes.
Certain petroleum-based chemicals absorb at a much higher rate than others. Over time, these chemicals can accumulate in the organs and tissues and result in damage.
One government study funded a survey in which it found that most every single person tested showed measurable levels of petroleum-based carcinogenic chemicals such as toluene, benzene, and styrene in their tissues.
To stay healthy, it's not just about exercising and eating right. We also have to be cautious to avoid an excess of these problem-causing toxins and support our detoxification organs so they can do their job and keep our bodies functioning optimally.
The personal care and cosmetics industry is largely unregulated. There are lots of sneaky toxins out there trying to hide in your personal care products. Here are just a few you should watch out for. Mineral oil. This is a derivative of petroleum. It clogs your pores and blocks the absorption of essential nutrients and vitamins. Mineral oil is commonly found in shampoos, baby oils, lotions, and moisturizers.
Phthalates are what make plastics flexible, and they interfere with healthy hormones and mimics estrogen. Estrogen dominance, anyone? Phthalates are found in food packaging, lotions, and household cleaners. Parabens are preservatives. While previously thought to be excreted by the body, a study of breast cancer tumors found that parabens were present in all of them. This is a common ingredient in cosmetics, bath and body products, shampoos, and conditioners.
Talc is a clay mineral, which seems harmless enough. However, it's linked to ovarian cancer and has a 60% increase risk when used in the groin area and a 90% increase in risk when used with feminine deodorant products. Urea is another preservative and a known carcinogen, and this is found in cosmetics, face wash, skin serums, and body sprays.
Aluminum has been linked to Alzheimer's and breast cancer and causes skin irritation and most commonly found in deodorants. PABA is a close cousin to oxybenzone, stands for para-aminobenzoic acid. UV rays break this compound down and cause damage to DNA. The culprit for this toxin is sunscreen.
And of course, good old-fashioned fragrance. This can actually mean so many things. Over 5,000 things, in fact. And they don't have to even disclose it on the label. This is the sneakiest and most dangerous, in my opinion, because you can't even be sure what you're getting. Fragrance is in everything and causes infertility in men and genital abnormalities. Now is the time to start tossing out the toxins. Your health and your family's health is the most valuable thing you have. Don't wait until you have an issue. Small changes today can have a lasting effect later.
Hello everyone, my name is Sera Johnson and I'm a farm junkie and I'm here at the Young Living Finca Botanica Farm in Ecuador. I'm right here with our Plectranthus oregano, Ecuadorian oregano. And Gary taught us about how this oregano, see it all behind me here in our greenhouse? Gary taught us about how the constituent in this oregano that would give it the spiciness, that percentage is a lot lower, which gives room for all the other therapeutic, beneficial constituents to be even higher. And so guess what? It's not as spicy. So you can switch this one out with the regular oregano in a raindrop technique if you have someone that's more sensitive and doesn't want the spiciness. And so anyway, we have it as our Ecuadorian oregano. and it's a great option with wonderful benefits. And here it is, the babies are growing and they smell so good.
I was going to say with the bar soap, do we have the bar soap up here?
Well, I had brought one of them. We do have the charcoal bar soap that I brought out.
My point is that I didn't know, like I had already switched to something, a bar soap that was clean or what have you, but I didn't even know that Young Living had the product. And then when I discovered it, I was super excited because I love the scent of the oils, and the oils are diffused into the bars. And so my favorite one is Morning Start.
Morning Start.
I want to call it Morning Glory, but it's not morning. But I do feel glorious when I use my Morning Start. And so from that, for me personally, I just went through the catalog and checked off everything or circled it for like next time, just like once I ran out of this and that. So for me, it was one of those gradual changes. If you can do it all, that's awesome. But if you can't, I would just go through, just look through the catalog. I think that's the easiest thing for me, or even online. Those of y'all that are computer savvy, look online and just kind of see what next for the next month that you can add on to your order.
That's right. That's the beauty of Loyalty Rewards, is that we can customize it every single month.
Yes.
So make your wish list, and you can plan out your next 6 months of orders, and slowly but surely ditch and switch. And you've kind of got a natural rhythm of rotating out of, I don't need shampoo and conditioner every single month.
Right.
This stuff, you're not paying for water. Remember, we talked about that in the last episode. And so you use just a little bit. It goes a long way. There's hacks people do to get, I know Talia does a lot of great hacks that we have seen on Biggest Bang for Your Buck, that segment in the previous seasons. But you can really stretch them out a long way and not feel overwhelmed. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to buy this thing every month. It's like, no, it's like every 6 months or 9 months or something like that. And so it's just great bang for your buck and value. For me, the skincare line was another very important thing. For me growing up. I was bullied a lot and I was made fun of for my skin. I had gotten non-cystic acne started at age 10 all the way into my 30s, and I learned by going to Young Living's beauty school. I learned the proper way to use Young Living's various skincare lines, and I then went home and did it. I did the routines, the wash, the exfoliating and toning, and then the moisturizer, and then I added in the serums, like the Art serum that has the orchids in it. That's our orchids here on the table. We have products that have orchids in them. They are amazing, luxurious.
Exquisite.
And that exactly, the serum, which I forgot to bring out here, is one of my favorite, the Art Renewal Serum. And anyway, I learned how to take care of my skin with these amazing ingredients. And at the same time, I was working with my gut and taking my Life 9 and taking my enzymes, and I made my gut microbiome even healthier. And so my skin began to change for the better.
Yes.
And it just was able to repair and regenerate and, not have so many issues. And now all these years later, people tell me, oh, you're glowing, your skin looks amazing. And it makes me want to cry because I never thought that anyone would compliment my skin because I had been made fun of my skin for so long growing up. And so I'm so thankful.
I was going to say, I've done your makeup before, and I would tell her, I'm like, your skin looks so good. And then she told me the story, and I'm like, you would never have ever known that you had struggled with that.
And all of the rough texture and also scarring and stuff like that. It has smoothed out, and it's just, I'm so thankful.
And your scalp too, using the your healing your gut helped with your scalp as well.
Oh yes, I have lots of stories. I do have a lot of stories. I had a lot of issues with my skin, not just the acne, but there was some pretty serious situations. And so just living my young living lifestyle and incorporating all these products to heal my body from the inside out, the gut. You know, our skin is a window to your gut. And so if you're struggling with your skin, use these products, you know, topically, but then make sure you're getting all our amazing supplements to heal from the inside out. But anyway, I kind of feel like I digressed over to the skin issue, but that's where personal care products come in that are so important. Sure. I think it was last episode, Laura said the skin is your largest organ, and of course we all agreed. And so it is important what you put on your skin. You know, it's important what we put on in and around us.
Yes,
and thankfully with Young Living, we have options for all of it.
Hey, Talia.
What?
This is from scratch, but this is also Sunday school because we're making ice cream.
Yes, for sure. So the first time I ever had lavender ice cream was at the Young Living farm, and it was delicious. There's nothing like a hot day on the farm with lavender or peppermint ice cream.
Yummy.
And so I wanted to bring that home, replicate that for my family and my team, which we've done a few times. And so we're gonna show you today a super simple way to make homemade ice cream that has very few ingredients and everything's like good for you. So let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so simple ingredients. We're gonna use heavy cream, heavy whipping cream. We're gonna use half and half lavender and vanilla, and we're gonna actually use monk fruit instead of sugar. The original recipe calls for sugar. You can use organic cane sugar, but we're gonna use a healthier alternative and keep it low carbs, low calories, and good for you. So,
And don't worry if you don't have an ice cream maker too, because we're gonna do the homestead version.
We're gonna show you 2 ways to do it. So, the simple recipe is 2 cups, and we're gonna make a double recipe today. So here, if you wanna help me open these. 2 cups of half and half. Maybe I should have pre-opened these.
Da, da, da.
Yep. The sound is lovely. And then 2 cups of heavy whipping cream.
So what are Pig's favorite ice cream? Haagen-Dazs.
Oh, I was like, I have no idea. Okay. Okay.
I know, it's silly.
So, so this is a double recipe. So single recipe. So 1 tablespoon of a good quality vanilla extract, and we're gonna do 2, obviously, and you know, I'm a little
It's always good to have more vanilla flavor.
heavy on the on the vanilla, right? Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put in our sweetener. You could actually use less if you want less. You don't have to use what the recipe calls for. I think when we made our first recipe, we actually did like a little bit less than it called for, and it's delicious. Yeah. So you could even feel free to go even a little bit less if you're, trying to kick a sugar habit. Okay, so
you could just pour more.
The recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup. So we're gonna do 3/4, and I'm gonna do a little less than 3/4 for the second recipe, so like a half a cup probably. All right, and we're gonna whisk this together.
And we've already put ice in the ice cream maker because it makes it colder. And I'm gonna put some ice in our homestead version, or some salt rather.
And then in this double recipe, I am putting 15 drops of the Lavender Vitality. This is the pièce de résistance.
And you dig the second bag inside the ice.
I've never done it this way, so you're teaching me something.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to, hopefully that doesn't fall it. You want to hold
it?
Yep. All right. And lavender is really strong, so feel free to, taste it as you go. 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that's it. That's it. That's it. It's super easy. I'm gonna show you what this is for in a minute. Okay, so you want to put some in your bag.
Okay.
So she's going to scoop out a little in her bag. And then we're going to pour the rest in the ice cream maker. Now this ice cream maker will actually make a 4 times recipe. So this will only fill up half of the ice cream maker, so feel free to do a quadruple recipe. Let us pray. No, you do it. You're closer, and I will, hold this up. Yep, you're good, you're good. All right, and that is it. So this particular ice cream maker, you just stick this, well, you have to put this on, and you put this on top like this. Now we already made one. This makes a lot of noise, so we're not gonna turn this on, but it takes about 45 minutes to churn, so make sure you do it ahead of time.
Make sure you seal the inner bag. Otherwise, quite the mess.
And we already made a set last night, so we're actually going to serve it out here and taste it. And this is actually, it comes out like soft serve, so we're gonna serve this up here.
And you do this for about 25 minutes. Good for a hot summer day.
Good to keep your kids busy when
good
you don't want to entertain them. All right, whoop. So here you go, Deanna.
Yummy.
Now, this will get super hard in the freezer. The longer you leave it, the harder it will get. So, you can totally, we actually put it in the freezer and then it got so hard that we had to take it out and melt it a little bit.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna taste it together. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, I'm going now.
No, wait, I have another thing to show you. Okay, so if you think
This is so good.
super refreshing, super light, not over sweet, but there's more. If you want to take it up another notch, let me just show you what I got. Take a little zing and make you a little float.
That's how astronauts eat their ice
You're
cream.
not going to be mad about this. All right, so tell me what you think.
I could drink it.
It's a little fizzy too.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yum. You're gonna wanna make this. This is simple.
Oh
And it
my
takes
goodness.
This long plus, 30, 45 minutes and you're done.
Easy, simple, healthy snack for you and your kids. Definitely do it.
Yummy.
I just brought out just a lot of different things, y'all. What are some other things that you have enjoyed ditching and switching?
Well, I love these are this is seedlings. It's the Cool Azul and the Thieves are two things that
The Thieves Chest Rub.
Thieves Chest Rub and the
Cool Azul Pain Cream.
Yes, are both two things, and they're OTC, which is over the counter, and the Cool Azul is phenomenal for pain. And I know in my home we have a lot of people who are active. I have a child who's recovering from a sports injury, and she will not let me go without it. In fact, not that long ago, a couple years ago, it was out of stock. And I happened to be at the Mona Farm in Utah, and I was able to collect some there. And she said, "Don't ever let us go out without this," because it was so effective for her. And very cooling, but also very regenerative. It's able to help with the healing process. So you're not just getting relief from the pain, but the ingredients aren't just like a Band-Aid. A lot of times it's just for pain relief. It's dulling your senses with other traditional remedies. But this, because it's natural and because the wintergreen in it has methyl salicylate, and look it up, it's very important when it comes to tissues and for nerves. And so we love that one. And then the Thieves Chest Rub, which we don't just use for chest. We love it on the chest, but also the tops of your feet. That's in between the cartilage on the tops of your feet. Those are great places to put it for bronchial tubes, on your toes, for if you don't want to put it up in this region, if you have someone who might be neurodiverse or sensitive to those types of things. The feet are phenomenal for even the chest rub. So
yeah, and that Thieves Chest Rub is amazing for helping to with congestion.
Right.
So lung congestion. And so I love having an option that doesn't have petrochemicals in it, right? Does not have petroleum jelly. You know, so many people are used to growing up, and I'm not gonna say the brand name, but with that petroleum jelly, and that is not a good choice at all. And so with people these days with so many health issues, it's important for us to eliminate as many causative factors or things that are antagonizing our health, and remove as many of those things as you can and replace with health promoting and supporting ingredients. And so with that Thieves Chest Rub, oh my word, I love to mix it with RC or Raven and rub that on the chest. Hyssop, Dorado Azul, Eucalyptus globulus. What about y'all down there? What are some of the things you love?
So the first thing that I ditched and switched was my skincare routine. But two of my favorite skincare routine items are the acne cream. I love that product. Actually, and my teens love it as well. And then the second thing I really love, which I feel like is very like pampering, is the charcoal mask. It's so, it's so luxurious. It's like thick and creamy, and then you also then kind of feel like you have an ice pack on your face for a minute. Because then it's like, you're like, oh, if you weren't awake, you are now. But then when I take it off, my skin feels so good. It feels so clean. And then I feel like, you know, it's pulling out all those impurities and whatever. And I have better skin because of it. And we love it. We actually do, me and my daughter do Sunday night charcoal masks a lot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fun night. Girls' night.
Yep, girls' night.
Can I say I get my skin ready for swimsuit season with the charcoal mask?
Yeah.
So
Which
kind
skin?
of
When you said swimsuit, I'm thinking not your face.
Different cheeks.
the other cheeks.
Okay then. Okay.
Can I say that? Is it appropriate? The only reason why is because your cheeks are out in the summer. You know what I'm saying?
Sun's out, buns out.
Sun's out, buns out. I love that. Anyways, so the reason why is because I used to work at a spa, and they had a mud mask, and it was a body mud mask. And so one day I was like, oh, a charcoal mud mask, or charcoal mask. And I did, and it did give me that cooling sensation. But it also helped with even out your skin tone, because you know when you're out there. Yeah, on your hiney. Can I say that? Should this be for another episode?
I was thinking, how much of your hiney sees the sun?
As much as I wanted to.
Well, I mean, if it's out in the sun, it'll be about to be my business.
I love that we can always count on Amanda to say, can I say that? Hey, this is real.
Oh, you just did. So here we go.
So anyways, I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, if you need other arms, legs, whatever, if you need that more purity in those areas, I think that, it's great.
You don't even have to show off the skin to be able to enjoy your skin, to be able to enjoy feeling good in your skin, and wanting to nourish your skin and give it what it needs. So
for sure.
I approve.
There you go. Hi everyone, and welcome to our pro tips. And Wendy is here. And a lot of people don't know that you are a certified aromatherapist. And so not only have you been using our Young Living essential oils for a long time, since what, 2009? Awesome. But you're also an aromatherapist, so you know all these extra tips and stuff. So for the people out there that are brand new to using the Young Living essential oils, and they're learning about replacing the harsh chemicals, getting rid of harsh chemicals in their lives and replacing them with plants, with our amazing essential oils, what are some of the best tips that you can give them? Because, the perfumes out there are packed with tons and tons of terrible chemicals. You and Talia are amazing, our resident scientists. science gurus.
Our nerdy personalities.
Yes, and you've been teaching us about being label readers and like all these bad chemicals. And so instead of using those perfumes, we can instead use our Young Living essential oils, not only for health benefits, but also because they can smell really good.
Right, so the thing that I like to just point out, especially if you're new, essential oils are not neutral. I mean, you have the negative chemicals, like you can have, air fresheners in your bathroom or whatever, and it's got a negative effect on your health. You're not replacing them with essential oils just to not be negative. You are actually replacing them with something that actually benefits your body. So it's apples and oranges. I mean, this is something that is going to support your healthy immune system. It's going to support your digestive system. It's going to support your nerves, everything. It's going to be something that you're adding into your life that helps your health and helps you to live healthy and long and, everything. So it's really beneficial. It's, not just the neutral idea. It's positive.
So if somebody's wanting to make their own, perfume with their Young Living essential oils, what are some of your best tips on, finding the things that someone might like?
First, I would say for yourself that you're going to try to, identify the body systems in your own self that are maybe need help and need extra support, because then you're going to add something, an oil in that system to help just make you better. And so first, I always go for function first over smell. So you're looking for something to support your immune system. Let's just say you pick Immune Power, right? This is going to support your immune system.
But Immune Power does not smell good. Oh my word.
It's very strong. It is not a perfume. It is not something you go, oh, wonderful.
Some people don't mind it, but for me, this was the first oil I had purchased 17 years ago that I was like, oh, what in the world?
Right.
But I needed it so much.
Right.
And so what can somebody do if they have to use something that they don't like the smell of?
And there's plenty of oils that you're not going to like the smell of. But there's also beautiful, exquisite, wonderful smells as well. So you're going to just try to add something that's going to maybe sweeten it up. I would recommend orange, adding some orange and actually cinnamon, wherever the cinnamon went. Up here? Yeah, so a little cinnamon and a little orange. When you add the three of these together, actually is not bad. It smells pretty good. And put that in your diffuser together, and you've got a really nice little blend.
Awesome. Well, whenever I, am using something that I don't like the smell of, I'll put it on the bottom of my feet. But with Immune Power, I was needing to use it like on my chest and other places so that I could breathe it in. I put it on my neck and my chest. And so I just grabbed peppermint because I had it in my kit that I got started with, and I just layer it on. So I'll just layer on the oils that I do like the smell of after the oil that I don't like the smell of. Now, let's say I'm going to sit down to actually craft a perfume and I want something floral. What would you recommend?
Okay, so floral, I love jasmine. And jasmine is very exquisite.
The price is
very special. Yeah, the price
is exquisite.
And so is Rose, right? So you're taught, like if you wanted to do some very special treats for the holidays for people, and look, you can get these really cool little perfume bottles, and you can make perfumes with these very exquisite oils. However, if these are not in your budget this year, you can find the same qualities in geranium. And,
that's right. And it's very floral. Of course, it's geranium.
Right. It's geranium, but it's floral. And also, if you have something that's a little too floral, you can add orange. And it sweetens the floral up, and not sweetens, it just kind of helps take away from the too floral.
That.
Yeah.
I like the floral citrus notes.
And then something like Copaiba has a lower base note, so it's earthy, a little grounding, and it pulls it down. So you've got the floral is like hits you right away, and just boo, but then you have something a little more earthy, a little more grounding. Cedar wood is another good one for that.
Yes.
And it helps ground the scent.
It makes it a little more musky too. Palo Santo can make it a little more musky. Now, all of those oils you can combine into, say, a roller bottle and put V6 oil or some organic coconut oil or olive oil in it. Or if you're wanting a perfume where you want the fragrance to last on your clothes, on your body a little longer, here's a tip that I learned some years ago, and that was using vodka. You can also use witch hazel, but vodka added to the oils in a spray bottle, and you spray it on your clothes. I sprayed on my arms, and I put a little on my clothes. I can smell it the rest of the day. So it's just something about having this vodka, and it doesn't have any, it's 80 proof. Make sure you use the 80 proof. It doesn't have a smell to it, so it just enhances all these fragrances. And then now I have my health beneficial perfumes that not only smell good, but are good for me.
And people also, people comment on, when you have a natural essential oil based perfume, people comment that it smells good. And it really is different. People know when it has synthetics and chemicals in it. A lot of people have reactions to smells. It's because of the synthetics that are added. But when you have a pure oil, it really is clean and beautiful scent. I get compliments in the grocery store, in the elevator. I've had people say, wow, what is that? What are you wearing? And it's like, it's just an essential oil,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love it.
Welcome, beautiful boomers, X, Y, and Zers. Let us begin with an intention of being present. Sit here for a moment, rolling present time all over. Now, deep breathe in and out and say, I am fully alive because of who lives in me. Deep breathe in and out and say, I am grateful for this present moment. Deep breathe in and out and say, I choose to live with intention and purpose. For reallys, my chilies, Young Living essential oils can be used any time of day or night, before your exercise class or even in your quiet time with scripture. All better.
So there's another set of people in the family that we need to be very careful what we put on their skin, and that's the babies.
Yes.
And so we have our Young Living seedlings products, and oh my word, I have a grandbaby. And so she gets to use all these products, the baby wipes, the diaper cream, the lotion, the seedlings baby wash. That's especially such sensitive skin that you're dealing with. And you want to make sure that you have the cleanest, purest products and ingredients when you're putting that on their skin. And I tell you what, there's been times with, that she's gotten a little bit of a start of a diaper rash, but when you're using the wipes, it's helping. And then also you have the Tender Tush and the diaper rash ointment. There's just so many great options for us to use for our babies. And it's so gentle. Another group of people that can benefit from the seedlings products are elderly, or people that do have super sensitive skin or that really thin skin. I have a lot of people in my Young Living organization that are grown, are mature, and the seedlings is what they really need for that super sensitive skin. So we just have a little bit of everything for everybody. We really do.
And everyone in between, because I'll take this, and when we travel.
Oh yeah, the baby wipes. Oh my word. Yes. And they have the makeup wipes. There's so many versatile products that Young Living has. With the skincare, the last thing I want to really say about the skincare too, there's the Bloom line, the Balance line, and the Art line. And so Balance is usually for more younger skin or oily skin or acne prone skin. So that's Balance. And there's a cleanser, and there's a toner, and there's the moisturizer. And then we have Bloom, that's for evening out skin tone, brightening the skin. If there's some uneven coloring in the skin, that's the one that you really want to use. And then Art is just a really good good one for everybody, the Art Skincare line. It's normal skin. A lot of people with mature skin like Art, though I have a whole team with a lot of people with mature skin that swear by Bloom. They love Bloom. And that Bloom moisturizer, I actually grabbed that out of my bathroom. That's mine that I use on my face. And it has, oh my goodness, there's so many great oils in there. And one of the nicknames is Spanx for your face. And so I love the Bloom moisturizer. And so anyway, we've got a lot of great options.
And don't use a lot. Don't use a lot, because my teenager, my 17-year-old, loves it. And I had to go back because she was going through it a lot. And I said, how much are you using? Like dime size, because it will, you don't need much. Again, highly concentrated, cost effective.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually really love the Bloom cream. I guess it's cream. It used to, that comes in the jar.
Yeah,
Is that
right
the one
there.
you
That's
have?
the jar.
I was thinking of the pump
cream.
one, the lotion. But no, yes, I love that.
Lovely.
Yeah. It's amazing. Well, we have so many options. So set your loyalty rewards order up and begin ditching and switching, and replace all the other stuff with some great products. And you know, this is the end of season 3, and so I know y'all make sure you go back and watch all of these, whether you're getting started with the oils or getting started with Ningxia, or you're getting started with the Thieves line. But overall, I mean, goodness sakes, all of these episodes really touch every part of our lives, and with all these products you can have a young living lifestyle and live a vibrant, healthy life. So thanks so much for joining us this season. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching That Oil Show. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can catch new episodes every first Tuesday of the month. And if you enjoyed learning about these amazing products and want some of your own, reach out to the person who shared That Oil Show with you.